something I learned, something I've been learning recently is that sometimes all it takes to succeed is you showing up. You showing up. That's all you need. And majority of time, that's the hardest part. 99% of the time, that's the hardest part, showing up. Because most people, they say they want something. They say they want to be successful. But when they're tired, when they want to sleep in, when they want to give in to temptation, they give in. Like, right now, I have the opportunity to sleep in tomorrow. I'm in the summer right now. It's summertime. I'm no longer in school. And I have physical therapy in the morning. And what makes it special is there's a man in there who's an entrepreneur and he's doing the exact thing I want to do in life. And right now, by the time I go to bed, I'm not going to get that much sleep. And I was really close. really close to saying, nah, man, I'll just reschedule my time for physical therapy. I'll go later in the day. But that's not the point. You showing up. That's the point. I think it was last week. Last Friday. I skipped school that day. Because we weren't really doing anything in class. It was just them playing cards and playing board games. And I got bored of that very quickly from the past couple of days. And I wanted to sleep in that Friday. I wanted to sleep in. And I had to realize that if I don't show up, I'm giving up on myself. I'm missing out on an opportunity that could change something in my life. And it did. I showed up. I talked to the guy, the entrepreneur. He gave me so much advice. I got closer to him. I gained so much advice. And it was just because I showed up. I was scared as a mug. But because I showed up, I got to experience that. And after leaving there, I was happy in spite of me not getting to sleep in spite of me not getting as much sleep as I wanted to. Because I showed up, I changed something. And now the entrepreneur, he gave me advice. He told me, Joshua, I want you to go do this. I want you to go do that. This is your next steps. And I've been working on it. And now I'm going to report back to him tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Early in the morning, And I know I can't see it yet. I can't see what this is going to do yet. But later I'll understand. And I have to understand that later I'll understand. Later, this will all be worth it. Later, life will be better. Later, everything will make sense. Majority of the time, it's just you showing up. And success, it's not, a lot of times people get fueled by motivation. They'll do the steps 1, 2, 3 times in a row, but then they start dying out. And they don't keep that same energy. That's the problem. They don't keep that same energy. And when you don't keep that same energy, it shows. You say, I've been working on this for so long. Why have I not seen any progress? Because you weren't giving your 100%. You were giving 50. You showed up some days, but not all the days. You gave it 100% on some days, but other days you didn't try. You gotta, even though you might hate doing what you're doing, you gotta have a greater reason why you do it. You gotta have a why. Something that fuels you. Something that overcomes that hate. Like, I love sleep. Sleep is good. It's good for me. And I'm trying to bulk. I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to get stronger. And I understand how important sleep is and how it affects your testosterone and how it affects all these different things. And I have to sacrifice instant gratification for delayed gratification. Nothing's going to be handed to me. Everything I have to earn. And I bet you can relate to that too, you know? You don't have any handouts. You don't have anyone to call. You don't have anyone to give you advice. You don't have anyone to give you connections. You have to go get it yourself. And that's life. That is life. And you just have to know it's all going to work out. Because it will. If you give it your all, if you stay consistent, it will all work out in due time. And it's not on your calling, it's on God's calling. So you have to be patient. Wait for him to help you, and he'll present. If you keep praying, if you keep giving it your all, the opportunities will present himself. Because God has this tendency to pour back into people who pour into themselves. That's all I have for you. Have a good night.